Good afternoon, grade 10s. Good afternoon. Hope you're all working hard, compiling your essay response to the question that I posted earlier. What we're going to look at today, for those of you that missed this past week's lesson, we're going to look at constructing an essay analytical response to a poem. Now, what is the purpose of doing this? An analytical response allows you to study or to explore forms of writing a lot closer. In this case, a poem. So what we're going to look at is how we can analyze a poem and respond to an analytical statement in the form of an essay. All right, let's have a look. So what you'll be asked is what is called a thesis, or what will be put to you is a thesis statement. That is a question and a statement. And your task is to respond whether the statement is true and to explain why it is true. So let's look at that a bit even closer. We will use the poem Hope is a Thing of Feathers, or Thing with Feathers, as an example. So this is a typical thesis statement based on the poem itself. The thesis statement goes as follows. This poem successfully reflects Emily Dickinson's idea that hope resides in the hearts of everyone. Critically discuss the validity of the statement with close reference to diction, tone, and imagery. Now let's look at key words there. The first part of the statement, or the thesis statement, says, hope resides in the hearts of everyone. Keywords being hope, that resides, that lives in the hearts of everyone, every human being, every person. What can you get from that? They are asking you whether the poem itself brings forth the idea that hope is in every human being and everyone is capable of having hope. So now you look at the second part. Critically. So what that means is look at it objectively, to criticize, to look at things from a particular point of view. Discuss, find meaning, or explain the validity. For something to be valid, is it true? So is it true? Hope resides in the hearts of everyone. For the most part it is true, because the key theme of the poem is that hope exists within all of us. It is using the extended metaphor of comparing hope to a bird. Hope is a thing with feathers. Hope is a bird. Not like a bird, but it is a bird. So it's a metaphor, an extended metaphor. So it tells us the poem is about hope and what it means to have hope and the importance of hope. So we know that the statement is true. How do we explain it to be true? We're going to look at the poem's diction, tone, and imagery to explain that the statement is true. To explain that hope is indeed, it's true that hope is something that resides in all of us, according to this poem by Emily Dickinson. All right, let's skip that. Now, how do you start? How will you start? Firstly, let's look at the introduction. Introduction will, for the most part, be two very important sentences. Why? Because an introduction is a leading paragraph to the rest of your essay. Nothing has changed compared to every other form of writing that you've done in the form of an essay. An academic, analytical essay is the same. Introduction leads us to explore the rest of the essay further. So in this case, an introduction to this essay will start as follows. In the poem's title, comma, the poet's name. Use a specific tone or diction, tone, imagery, structure, for example, to show us that. And there you would fill in the valid statement of your thesis question. So that means that you agree with the statement, it is valid, and now you're going to state how it is valid by referencing or using the poem structure, imagery, tone, and diction. How would we do that with this thesis question? So we know, if you underline keywords, the poet, the writer is Emily Dickinson. Hope resides in the hearts of everyone. So hope resides in, we know that part to be true. So we will state it as follows. In, hope is a thing with feathers. Emily Dickinson uses specific or a specific, you can decide, diction, tone, and imagery to show us that hope lives in the hearts of everyone or resides in the hearts of everyone. This essay will discuss the use of tone, diction, structure, and imagery within this poem, or this essay will discuss, my apologies, essay will discuss diction, tone, structure, and imagery. So that's your start. There we go. You're off to a brilliant start. Now, next video, we will look at exploring diction, tone, and imagery, as well as structure, and how we put that together to form your essay. All right, happy writing.